Am I the asshole for not having vegan-friendly meals on the menu other than a Caesar salad at my steakhouse? Backstory. I own a small steakhouse in the Midwest USA. We only have 3 menu items and one side but only one item available per set days, allowing our chefs to specialize in. 3 days of the week we do filet mignon, another 3 days we do ribeye, and on the other day we do just ribs. Each come with a salad. The salad can be ordered individually. It was a busy day and a group came in. They were wanting a menu with the vegan options. We tell them that the only thing that could be classified as vegan-friendly is the salad. Me and the staff kept trying to politely explain about not having vegan choices and that we are a specialty steakhouse, and they keep getting more and more irate, and I ended up kicking them out of the restaurant while they calling the entire staff names while leaving. We did not charge for the drinks they had. Am I the asshole in this situation? Not the asshole. If you want to eat vegan food, don't go to a steakhouse. A Caesar salad isn't even vegetarian, there's anchovies in the dressing. And it's certainly not vegan because it has eggs and cheese. Not the asshole. You wouldn't go to an Italian place and cuss them out for not giving you sushi. Not the asshole. But Caesar salad usually has anchovies in the dressing, so may not be vegan either. Not the asshole. Why would vegans go to a steakhouse for dinner? Feels like they were looking for an argument. When I'm planning dinner out with vegetarians or vegans, I look at menus in advance and pick a restaurant that has a good variety of options for them. I don't just show up and start demanding some sort of custom menu. It's weird that you don't know what's in a Caesar salad. It is about as vegan as a chef's salad. The dressing includes dairy and fish. Am I the asshole for not believing a nurse that a certain medicine was safe for me to take? I'm a 41-year-old man, currently on chemotherapy. I'm doing very well and the doctors are throwing everything and the kitchen sink at my illness. Last week, for the first time in a long time, my brother, 43 male, and his wife, 34 female, came over for a couple of days. His wife, Sharon, is an RN, although not in anything related to oncology. On the second day of their trip here, I took my prescribed 1x per week cocktail, and while the doctor insists that it shouldn't make me feel nauseated, it does every time. I was feeling pretty lousy lying in front of a fan on the sofa, and Sharon suggested that I take an antiemetic, a drug that stops nausea. Since I can't afford the antiemetics that are approved for use during chemo, she suggested that I take something that she had in her bag. It was a free sample that she had from her hospital, and apparently she prepared it for me out of the kindness of her heart. I told her that I wanted to Google it first to make sure it was safe for me, as certain drugs do not mix well with chemo. And she told me that it was, and she's an RN so she knows. I told her I'd really just feel more peace of mind by confirming it really quickly. She started to get really defensive and angry about it, eventually all but throwing the pills on the table in front of me and storming out. Well, I looked it up, and it seemed that it was safe to take. I took them, and while they didn't make me feel better, I didn't grow a third arm. For the rest of the trip, Sharon and my brother were kind of cold and distant. Finally, when they left, I got a nasty text from my brother. I responded that she wasn't a doctor, and even if she were, nobody knows everything about drug interactions, which set him off more. I don't know if I was in the wrong here or what. I thought I was just being smartly cautious, but apparently I came across like an ass. Not the asshole. I wanted to Google it first to make sure it was safe for me, as certain drugs do not mix well with chemo, and she told me that it was, and she's an RN so she knows. To me, that isn't a good enough excuse. I literally got out of the hospital yesterday and I had a nurse refuse to give me morphine because I would apparently overdose. 6 hours later, another nurse gave me a ton of morphine because I was in an insane amount of pain and nowhere close to overdosing. It's never a bad idea to ask for a second opinion, and a bad idea to just assume the first person you talk to is right. Nurse here, and what she did was wrong. We are not prescribing doctors and can't recommend taking anything, especially to someone undergoing chemo. Just because she's an RN doesn't mean she knows everything. You have every right to check for potential interactions. She should not be carrying around medications that she wasn't prescribed, and she shouldn't be giving them out without a doctor's order. Not the asshole. RNs don't know everything about the interaction of medicines. In fact, often, physicians don't either. Pharmacists are much better at this. She and your brother overreacted. Not the asshole. I work in medicine and I wouldn't take a random purse pill from someone regardless of their level of training, lol. It makes sense to double check. You're doing your due diligence to protect your health. Not the asshole. In the medical field, being upset that someone wants to double check treatment is a red flag. Not the asshole. Even though she is a health provider, she is not a pharmacist or your provider. She shouldn't get in a twist over you verifying that taking a med that wasn't prescribed by one of your actual providers is safe for you. You have to be very careful with your condition. Risking your health for someone's feelings isn't worth it. Get well soon. Am I the asshole for embarrassing my husband? My husband is not an openly affectionate person. He doesn't like showing too much emotion in public either because he thinks it attracts too much attention, which is embarrassing to him. Well, our 16-year-old son, Ethan, had a swim meet a few days ago but unfortunately didn't do very well. We were still very proud of him and we tried telling him that, but he burst into tears. My husband was right in front of him and so Ethan began leaning on him and sobbed. This happened in front of a lot of people in the parking lot. My husband just stood there before pushing him onto me. I was really bothered by this. I mean, your son who's literally nicknamed Sunshine because of how happy he always is broke down in your arms and you push him away and roll your eyes? I kept quiet because comforting our son was my main priority, but while we were driving home, we stopped at a Walmart for my other kids. Ethan decided to stay in the car because he was exhausted. I was still pretty annoyed with my husband, but again, I just didn't say anything to avoid causing a scene. Well, my husband started telling me that he wanted me to tell Ethan to never do that ever again in public. I sort of went what the fuck, and he said that Ethan should know that it's embarrassing for a boy to cry over losing a dumb game but felt it would be better coming from me. I called him ridiculous for claiming that guys aren't allowed to feel emotions and said, just because you're so insecure doesn't mean everyone else has to be. I was agitated and honestly I admit I said it a bit loud. There were a couple people in the aisle that looked at us, plus a teenage girl that laughed, and my husband glared at me before storming off. We didn't say anything else until we got home and the kids went to their rooms, but my husband says I'm a major asshole because 1. I embarrassed him publicly and 2. I'm disrespecting and making fun of his boundaries. I think he's being really strange, but I can sort of see where he's coming from. It's just our son, you know? I'm curious, am I the asshole? Not the asshole. Not being comfortable with romantic PDA or emotional displays is one thing. But to not want to comfort your child, the most natural thing in the world, because you think seeing a father hug his son is somehow a problem or embarrassing? Big yikes, my dude. That is cold, and I feel genuinely sorry for your son. Not the asshole. Your husband's boundaries are him trying to enforce toxic masculinity on your son. Of course you were upset. What he's demanding is ridiculously unhealthy. Not the asshole. Oh no. His fragile masculinity was threatened because his son cried in public and turned to his dad for support, only to be rejected. It's his boundary to not show emotion in public, not his son's. He doesn't get to dictate how other people feel and display their emotions. F him and F his boys don't cry mentality. What a shoddy father. Not the asshole. It is long past time for you husband to get therapy for his damage so he can stop taking it out on his child. Wow. I feel so badly for your son. Definitely not the asshole op. I'm a swim parent and competition is draining physically and emotionally. Such a shame that Ethan doesn't have a good role model in your husband. Keep hugging your son and remind your husband that he should keep the aholery to himself. Not the asshole. Your husband is more concerned with what random strangers think of him than the fact that he's upsetting you and your son. Am I the asshole for calling my baby daddy's wife an idiot? My baby daddy, Luca 34M, and I, 23F, have a 1-year-old girl called Ivy. I'm not proud to admit it, but I was the other woman. Luca was one of my friend's professors. I met him when my friend was exposing her work at an art gallery hosted by him and I was mesmerized. We began to hook up soon after. It took me 6 months to find out about Juliet, 29F, his then girlfriend now wife. I was the one who told her everything and she has despised me ever since. I don't blame her though. I found out I was pregnant 2 months after we broke up. I have a really strong support system and my family was okay with helping me. So I decided to keep my baby girl. I told Luca and Juliet, who decided to forgive him, and Luca said that it was my decision, but Juliet went off, saying that I had to abort her, that she was a bastard, a mistake, a sin and that I've had already ruined her life enough. My friends called me andasshole then for keeping Ivy, but she was blameless and I don't regret it. Fast forward to now, my girl is 1 and they're married. I gave Luca the choice to be out of Ivy's life because I thought I owed Juliet that much, but he refused and my daughter loves her daddy so much, she also loves Juliet and, luckily, Juliet loves her too. I'm grateful for that, and I'm okay with Juliet forming a bond with my daughter because she's her stepmom and will be part of her life. The problem is that, now that they're married, she has demanded a lot of things. First, she wants more custody time. We have 70-30 because Luca has been traveling for work. She wants to take Ivy for a full week instead of 2-3 days. She also wants to take Ivy to France to meet her family, and she wants to be able to make decisions for her with us. With all of this, I was okay. I truly was. But then she said she wanted Ivy to call her Mama, since I'm Mommy, and wants to rotate Mother's Day. I thought she was bluffing, so I said, haha, you're an idiot. No, without thinking. She took great offense in this, and I said that I won't teach my daughter to call her Mama, and if she wants to do it, she has to decide it herself since she's not her mom and I'm very much in the picture and I'll ever be. I said I won't rotate Mother's Day too, at least not until a few years, because this is my baby. She stormed out after calling me a skank, and I called Luca as soon as it happened. I should just indulge her, that she deserves it for what we did to her, but I said that I didn't do anything. I didn't even know she existed, and when I found out, I cut him off, and that my daughter is not a coin that'll be used to pay every wronging she feels. Am I really the AITA? Since a lot of people are commenting this, I have a lawyer. Everything is set through a lawyer, and she was simply asking, demanding things so we could take it to legal means. I won't. I've had a lawyer since day one after Luca agreed to be in Ivy's life. Our custody agreement is a legal one. Not the asshole. You didn't do anything to her. Baby daddy played you both and now wants to use your daughter as a pawn to keep his wife happy. Gross. Not the asshole. Luca is the real asshole here. He started a relationship with you, knowing full well he had a serious girlfriend but not telling you. As a result, he caused major hurt to you and to her. Frankly, I feel his behavior was predatory, given the age difference. However, she is not the mother of this child, you are, and she shouldn't be taking the child overseas or taking her for a week at a time. I would see a lawyer and make sure the custody arrangements are firm and documented. I hope Luca is paying you child support. If he isn't, he should be. Not the asshole. You need a formal custody agreement with a lawyer. Juliet gets no say. Juliet is not her mother, and you should not let her take your daughter overseas. Juliet doesn't get to call the shots because Luca cheated on her and has considerable guilt. Not the asshole. Do not let her travel out of the country with your daughter. That sounds like a recipe for disaster due to her behavior. If you don't already, get a firm and legal custody agreement in place. Do not budge on anything. It's your child. Juliet doesn't get to try to X you out of the picture because her partner cheated. Try to get this shit nipped in the bud ASAP. She is trying to steal your baby. She will keep pushing and try to get full custody. Lawyer up and stand your ground. Do not give an inch on anything. Not the asshole. What Luca did was wrong, but that was not your mistake. You were also deceived by him, and you should not apologize for that. After all, there was no way for you to guess that situation. Like you said, the mama title is not something that you should or shouldn't teach. Just leave your daughter choose to use or not. Now the increased time with her without your husband, she taking your baby daughter to other countries, I didn't got if it would be with you without you, and wanting to rotate Mother's Day are unacceptable. In the way I see this, she is trying to be way more than a stepmom, and I would not accept these things.